Okay, yeah. Can I hit that?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the New England Patriots and the Kansas City Chiefs.
To kick off for Kansas City.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
To Colin Johnson.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Play action. It's McDonald. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got this down to the 35. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
A gain of 15. And a Patriot first down.
Sony Michel, his first carry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
Here's McDonald to throw to Michel on the screen. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the Chiefs' 21-yard line.
McDonald sets to throw. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, New England.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. ground, Michel. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. They go play action with McDonald. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he'll be brought down well short of the first and about. Out the 9-yard line.
A gain of 4 yards. It's
Justin Rohrwasser now for the Patriot field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
for the field goal. A 26-yard.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I don't want to see what's served, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LREs.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
46 to Mike, 46. You ain't going nowhere. Hey, check Mike 46. Check Mike 46. Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Let's make these babies cry.
Mahomes now to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Harrison Butker.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
At the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Spinning away. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20. From the gun, it's McDonald. Caught on the right side by Jones. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
5-yard gain.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And it's third
To throw on third down, McDonald. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
McDonald sack. A loss of 6 yards. And it's 3 and out.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Got the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 36. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Clyde Edwards.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And oh, he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off the bootleg, McDonald. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off-play action. McDonald. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Off the play fake. McDonald. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Complete to number 22. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. McDonald. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Mahomes going to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. McDonald. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. But despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. On 3rd down, McDonald looking downfield for Jones. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked up by Juan Thornhill. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Not much there, only a yard.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
And this one through the uprights and good. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game. A message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing is McDonald. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, McDonald. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of.
Did you see that route the way that I did?
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. McDonald. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
He's checking.
And to give this time to the tailback. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Chiefs 31, Patriots 3. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. From the gun, McDonald And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
To Sony Michel. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 18-yard line.
Operating from the gun, McDonald toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, McDonald flushed out right. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they will run it with Michel. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
To throw on 2nd down, McDonald. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. McDonald. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now they try the right side here. And he's got room. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
The score, Chiefs 31.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
Mahomes sacked.
And after the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes got an open man. It's Washington. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
The 16-yard line.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 7.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And this offense continues to pour it on.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a first and 10. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now here's a throw that's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
The 5-yard line.
Here's McDonald off of the play fake. Rolling to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. So second down on 2-yard line. You're not in desperation mode here. What do? You go to the ground, you pass. I guess either's an option.
Yeah, I think it depends on how much you trust the guy who throws the football. Because if you trust him, now's a great time for a little play action and going up top.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby.
In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. And oh, it's complete. What a catch at the 7. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And it's complete to Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught at the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. Hey, that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Fair catch made in the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Patriots.
They go play action with McDonald. 20. He's got his man on the crossing route. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Patriots able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability.
The score, Chiefs
Point after, right down the middle. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
For New England.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
You go tight. You got tight.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty.
I'm going back to you. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 15.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. A 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd
and a disappointing way to close out the season. He got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit. But they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.
So that'll do it for us.